So to do metric conversion, it's really easy because the metric system is all based on 10, powers of 10. So you can see here, I'll just change this to yellow. You can say kilo for like kilometer or kiloliter or kilogram, hecto, deca, unit, deci, centa, and milli. Oh, should be two L's there. So what students have to know is how to multiply by powers of 10. And fortunately, in the past, students have really been kind of taught incorrectly in a way. If I say 27 and I want to times that by 10, and I'll do 27 times 100, students have been taught basically, oh, if there's 1 0 in 10, then you just take that 0 and put it on the number that you're timesing. So this would be 27 with 1 0. And if there's 2 zeros in the number, you just put 27 and 2 zeros. And it's a little bit incorrect because really what's happening is we have 27 and there's really a decimal right here. Anytime there's a number, if you don't see a decimal, the decimal's at this end of it. We don't put the decimal in unless there is a number after normally. So just get rid of that for a second. So I have 27. And really what's happening is, if I'm timesing it by 10, the decimal's here, I'm really moving that decimal one spot over. And this empty spot here, so there's a new decimal is here, this empty place has to have a holder, so we just put a 0 in there. So it kind of does come out to this 270 in this case. But let's pretend it was 2.7. Oops, and I times that by 10. So if I times this by 10, 2.7 doesn't equal 2.70 when you're timesing it by 10. And so that's the error that students can make when they get used to being told that you just add a 0 to the end of the number. What's really happening is this is being moved over one spot. So 2.7 times 10, when this moves over one spot, would equal 27. Once students have that down, they understand that powers of 10 are really just moving the decimal, then this metric conversion becomes pretty easy. As long as they can remember, I'm just going to erase this, as long as they can remember this little kind of pattern here. And so there's this little trick here. You can see King, Henry, doesn't, usually stands for unit. So it could be meter, liter, or gram. Drink, chocolate, milk. And that's for each of these: kilo, hecto, deca, unit, deci, centi, milli. And so if I have something that is 2.3 kilograms, and we say that equals how many, let's say, decigrams, you start at the first one. So what you're starting with kilograms and you're changing it to decigrams. So I go to kilograms, so the kilo, and I count out how many jumps I'm going down. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to decigrams. I'm making 4 jumps to get to decigrams. So that means I'm moving that decimal 4 places in that direction because I'm starting here and I'm going that way. So I just kind of get students to put the 2.3 here. And they start with the decimal and they go 1 to the other end of the 3, 2, 3, 4, just like here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's where the new decimal goes. And all the other spots get filled in by zeros. So 2.3 kilograms equals 2, 3, 0, 0, 0 decigrams. And then you just kind of go in and count out put the comma in, or you can leave a space, which is kind of the new common thing, is leaving a space. So 23,000 decigrams. So let's just erase that and do another one. Let's have it go the other direction for a second. Erase this. Let's pretend it was 38 centimeters equals how many hectometers? So I'm starting with centimeters and going to hectometers. So I start at the centimeters and I go 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps to get to hecto. So where's the decimal on 38? They have to know the decimal is right here. If you can't see it, it's on this side of the number, like $38. That's what you kind of remember. That's where it is, because sometimes they get confused and put it on that side. So it's really 38 as a whole. So let me just kind of go back and put that in. 38, put in the decimal. And I'm starting at centimeters, so I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4 this way, and that's where the new decimal is. I'll put a 0 and a 0 in. So the answer would be decimal 0038 hectometers. 38 centimeters equals decimal 0038 hectometers. So it's really easy. You just got to follow the direction you're going. I'm going from centimeters, and I'm going up this way. The decimal's moving the same direction that way. And if I'm going this way and going the other direction, then the decimal goes down. They just had to remember this. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk, and they can do these conversions really easy.